Okay, so we're back at the sawmill. We're trying to mill a bunch of 1x material to do siding on the duck coop. Maybe a 6x6 here and there, but mainly 1x6s and probably some 2x6s. And we're just milling for a few hours. I don't know how many videos I'm going to turn this into, but I don't know. We'll just kind of see how it goes. It's about 81 degrees, but we have a nice breeze, so it's not awful here today in the sun. Okay, let's measure this log. "22 by 21 and a half, 10 feet 6.5 inches. So we're going to cut down to a cant. I do want to get a 6x6 out of the center of this, and the rest of it can be 1x material or 2x material, because we need 2x6s for our little deck, our little duck decky.
things that you can't get used to.
Make, and it is 19 3/4 by 19 3/4. That's pretty funny. Okay, so I want the 5.5 by 5.5. No, because I only need 10 feet. How many more of the 6x6s did we need for the greenhouse? 3?
4. Yeah, 3. We did
3, but we have to cut them in half, so we can't get. We might be able to get 3 out of one of these. So if we're just doing, we'll just say a 6-inch. Shoot, I can't remember what those were. I think they were 5.5. That would be here. And here.
That's probably the coolest pencil ever.
It's a pretty cool pencil. Where'd you get it?
I asked Victor for a pencil. That's what he gave me.
Okay, so that would be our 5x5 or store-bought 6x6. So it's 5.5 by 5.5. Yep. And then we should be able to get at least 6 1-bys out of that side, 7 out of that side, 7 out of that side, 7 out of that side. So 7 times 3 is 21, plus 6 is 27, and we need 70 by 1 pieces. But because of this size, we'd be able to cut these, so we'd actually get more than 26 usable pieces of lumber out of this, plus our 5x5. So this is a good deal here. All right, we're gonna start milling these.
I saw you downtown today, a little gray around the temples, but still way better looking than okay. I heard you and your missus had gone your separate ways. I guess I should feel sorry, but I for one still dream about those days when we played cowboys and Indians, spun round and round in the rain games, wrestled them big longhorns all across the Badlands.
Okay, I meant to stop this when this got to 6 inches, but I'm at a little over 5.5. So now I got to decide what I want to do. I do need some 2x6 lumber out of that, and that would work. This is 12 and a half inches long, so I'm moving this line to here. That's my stop line. We've got 7 1/4 inches. 1, 2, 3, almost 4 boards. That would be enough for the framing for the deck on the duck coop. So I think that will actually work. So we're just gonna cut. We could do 1.5 inches, but I'm gonna do closer to 2. But a little over 1.5, a little less than 2.
Left under open skies, just reflecting in our eyes while building tiger lily, holding hands. Cowboys and Indians. So I called you up on the telephone. You sounded glad, but a bit surprised, or so I reckon, judging from your tone. You asked about this evening, if I had other plans, and if I would consider going out for a bit to eat by heaven's dance. We could play cowboys and Indians, spin round and round in a rain dance, wrestle them big longhorns all across the Badlands.
Okay, so we got 4. These are 10 feet long. 10 foot long, 1 3/4 by a little over like 5 3/4. And then the 1 10-foot long post that we need. And I think we can get our 3 posts because we are cutting those shorter for the greenhouse. This is for the decking on the duck coop. And that's a whole bunch of siding that we now need to make the correct size. So back on time lapse, you guys go. Okay, feels like 90 degrees out here, and there is no breeze by the end of this log. Kira's trying to restack the truck, you guys. Okay, here's what we got out of that one log. So we got one 6x6x10, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 41, 42, 43, 45, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 41 1x6s, possibly 42, or that's not, no, that's something else. And then a few other sizes with a little bit of live edge on it. So we need 70 1x6s, and then if we're doing a deck off of this little duck coop, then we need some 1.5 inch, I would say, for that. This sawdust goes everywhere, up your nose, everywhere.
On your shirt.
You think of a spot, it's everywhere. So we need the 70 to get all of our siding on the duck coop, and if we want to do any on the roof or on the deck, those are extra. But it is ridiculously hot at this point, so I may just be happy with the siding and the deck framed in. We also were doing the siding around the shower, the outdoor shower that's up there. So we got this one other big log, and I was gonna shoot for 3 logs today, but I think this may be our last log for the day, because we got our 5.5 by 5.5. We got our framing lumber. So that's the other thing we got. These are 1 3/4, 6 1 3/4, so there's 4 of those. We could do with a few more of those, but they're 10 feet long and our little deck is only 4 foot, so that actually equals quite a bit more when we cut those up. So yeah, let's load this last log. I think this is our last log because I'm hot and I need to do laundry and shower. You're supposed to blow off the deck with a thingy.
Perfect. You give us all the things.
Well, I need to roll it. You gonna help? Oh, what we're catching on. Oh, there's a thingy here. Okay, if you push it up, I think I can get out to the edge and use the arm. All right, let's measure this bad boy. She's like, what are we doing? Okay, this is 18 and a half, so 18 without the bark, and 20 inches without the bark over here. And we know this already to be a 10-foot log. Cool things are happening at the neighbors. Oh, we'll just peek up. We'll just peek up. Nobody will see us. Oh, he saw us. We got caught. We got caught staring. Okay, what did I say this was? 20 inches going one way, 18 going the other. We were gonna get some. Kira, are you helping me? You helping him? What are we doing? Who are you helping?
Not like you need my help right now measuring. I can't read numbers.
Dang it. I was trying to think of what we needed. More of what we needed. I said I needed more 1.5 inch planks. Because honestly, if we just started peeling off the thing and then just...
Do we have enough planks for what we need for the goat fence?
No. No, we're working on the duck coop while they're here. We're going to work on the the fence afterwards. All right, it's a little over 12 inches, so we're gonna make a pretty decent cut right there. So give us 2 sets of 2x6s. This is a 1.5 inch, and these are all 1 inches. 13, we have 13. So that'll make 26 1x6s for over there. We can get a few out of that. And then this will be a 1.5 by 6 inches for something else.
Keep going.
Yeah, because I can trim that off and have a 1x3, which is a cover piece. Okay, now we load the truck. I'm getting a little bit of heat exhaustion, so we need to be done. We're gonna trim those other 2 up at home and in the shade with circular saw. But that is our load for those 2 logs, which is not bad. One was a pine and one was a fir. Okay guys, thanks for hanging out with us. I know a lot of people really like sawmilling days. We're gonna have a ton of milling here in the near future for building the greenhouse and the living room extension. So make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and come back. Bye.